Well, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Gerrard, on the show tonight is the two legends, JFK and the Bridge. How we doing, boys?
Evening, Oxshire. Evening, Bridge, man.
Oh, can I say a huge good evening to you two guys? Massive good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Very close to the biggie. Very close. Welcome. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
The two boys were comparing charge sheets before we come on. We're going to have a special. It's going to last for 24 hours. How we doing, JFK?
I'm doing well, mate. Looking forward to the game on Sunday. Lot of talk about it's a dead rubber. It's not a dead rubber for me. Never, ever. I'm really looking forward to it, mate. And I'm very, very confident we're going to beat them. By a decent score.
Right, mate. Hope you're right.
Yeah, looking forward. A good build up as usual. Listen to the guys and the gals through the week in the show, and obviously reading and listening to things elsewhere in other forums. Good stuff. I can't wait, mate. Can't wait. 12 o'clock Sunday. Bring it on.
James for Tennessee. Would you let him do the interval when you were doing your DJ?
No. No.
Is that
That's a sin.
No, definitely not.
He's quite keen, but
how are you, Bridge?
I'm doing well, pal. Thanks. Very well indeed. But I'm like Jimmy. I'm really looking forward to this game. Really looking forward to it. And obviously, I'm hoping we do well.
I suppose we'll get a better idea of the team. So, look, I think what we'll do is we'll hear the gaffer's press conference and we'll take it from there. If that's all right with you two gentlemen.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
Bridge?
Sorry, go for it, bud.
It's the hope side of it. You hope that the big media, the big social media companies are going to listen and take note. I think the more noise that we try and make together and send a message that we're going to keep pushing for change. That's the hope that at one day the penny will drop and people start taking this serious and help make things better.
It's almost 2 months since you won the league. It's an exceptional set of circumstances. What unique challenges has that brought you on a week-to-week basis, and in particular for this weekend's type of game?
I think unique's the right word. Obviously, it is an early stage to win the title. And the challenge from there is to try and keep the players motivated all the way till the end. I think the good thing from our point of view is there's still some things that we want to try and achieve as a group. We want to try and set the clean sheet record if we can. We want to try and remain unbeaten. We've got a big game to look forward to this weekend. So from my personal point of view, I want to try and keep the players as motivated as I can to try and finish the season as strong as we can. But it is a unique situation because to win the league was it 7th of March or virtually win on the 7th or 8th of March that weekend. It is unique because it is early, and naturally there will be certain players that just come away from where they were previous to that because everyone was in such a zone and so focused to try and get the club over the line because what we were trying to achieve was so important.
Is this the size of the game? In fact, an Old Firm game. Does that give the players the ideal opportunity to maybe get the disappointment last week out of their system?
I think an All Firm always helps in terms of getting the players ready and motivated and in the zone. I think all the players are aware how important the fixture is. It doesn't matter when they fall or what's at stake. At the end of the day, it's three points. We want to try and finish with as many points as we can. As I say, we want to try and go for the whole season unbeaten, and you always want to beat your local rivals. So the importance of the game goes without saying, but as you say, on the back of a setback in midweek, which was one that stung a lot. So yeah, ideally we can bounce back in a good way at the weekend.
Stephen, have you had to pick the players up, pick yourself up at all after the disappointment last Sunday?
I think that's the nature of the game and the beast. Football is a journey of highs and lows. The highs take you to incredible places, and the lows are always tough. And that's the challenge, is to bounce back as quick as you can in the best way you can. I'm in a good place. I'm looking forward to the weekend. That doesn't mean that going out against St Johnstone still doesn't linger and hurt. Of course it does. We're human beings. And I'm sure the players are feeling the same. But the best way to make yourself feel better is to react and respond and try and get a positive result as quick as you can. And the next game is a big one for us. So I'm sure if we can get the right result in this fixture, we'll be feeling a lot better about ourselves.
A couple of names have been bandied about this week. Fashion Sakala and Joey Veerman. Are you able to tell us if you've got any interest in those two guys?
There was a couple of names the week before. I'm sure you'll have two different names for me next week. If there's anything to say in terms of ins and outs, I'll be the first person to tell you. We're tracking certain individuals to try and make the group stronger when the window opens, and when there's something to say on that, I'll give you that news. So I don't think it's the right time to mention individual names or targets that we're looking at. I don't think that's right.
Stephen, you've talked before about this fixture and how the mentality has changed and how you guys now know you're going in, that you can win this. The record this season has been great against Celtic. What does that do for you as a manager, knowing that now going into this game as champions, the 5th meeting of the season, unbeaten, that there is a totally different mentality from when you first came in as manager?
Look, I think for me it's always about the players, and I've said it on numerous occasions. When we first arrived, going in against Celtic was really tough because there was a lot of damage that had been done previously in terms of confidence, and going into the early Old Firms, it was really tough to make the players believe. But obviously, all the battles and the games that we've played, we've had some real good results, especially of late. And that helps in terms of confidence and belief going into the fixture. That doesn't mean it's going to be any easier, because Celtic have got good players and they're a good team, and it's always a tough challenge. The games have always been close, and big moments normally decide them either way. But it does feel different now. I do feel now I've got a group of players that believe that when we're at our best, or we put in a real good performance, we can match anyone, especially at Ibrox. So it's a much better place to be in.
Stephen, obviously the league is your priority each season, but I wonder how much work you feel still needs to be done for you to start getting a consistency so you can deliver on the cup fronts.
Well, look, I think the cup situation's not sitting too well with me right now. I think it's still a little bit raw from St Johnstone, so it's something that motivates me, and I want to challenge everyone else to put that right moving forward. I think as a club we're always looking to improve, Raman. When the window's open, as I say, recruitment never stops. We're always looking for targets to try and help the group, support the group, for us to be stronger and better equipped. But look, if I was sitting here now as the League Cup champion and looking forward to a Scottish Cup semi-final, but we were miles behind in the league, this season it'd be a massive failure. So, you know, the remit this season, the main focus was the league. That doesn't say that we didn't want to go for everything, because we gave everything we could in terms of the European point of view, and I think that was really respectable performance from the players again. We fell short in the cups domestically. That's on all of us. We'll have to put that right moving forward, and we'll try and strengthen the group at the right time to give us a better shot at it next year.
Even just following on from that, how much of your thoughts have turned to your prep for next season, that progress, your title defence, or do you wait until this one's done and dusted before you actually start to focus on that?
No, we never wait. We're always working in the background. We obviously coach the team on the training pitch, and that's the priority, is to prepare the team for game to game. But a lot of extra hours, a lot of extra work, you know, even at home. Even during international breaks, in the off-season, it never stops in terms of my dialogue with Ross and the scouts, the chief scouts, in terms of trying to identify areas of the team and individuals that might make us stronger and give us a better chance of being successful moving forward. The ball is always rolling in the background on that front, and a lot of work goes into that. So it's not a case of let's wait till the final whistle against Aberdeen and then start talking about the next window to get better. I think you could see with the arrival of Scott Wright and Jack Simpson, we're always trying to be ahead of the game and on the front foot to try and get ahead of the game.
Stephen, just going back to the match itself, you called it a unique game. Obviously, you want to get those two targets of staying invincible and also keeping the new clean sheet record. Does that mean you approach the game differently to other Old Firm matches? And also any team news, as well?
So we won't have Phil Hollander probably for the remainder of the season. Same goes for Scott Arfield. So we're a little bit light at centre-back and we're a little light in midfield. That's the team news from St Johnstone. We approach games always the same or in a similar way. We want to be aggressive. We'll always try and aim to win the games. We won't be going into any game looking for draws or trying to scrape through to stay unbeaten. We need to try and use what's left, and what is left is small targets to try and achieve. We want to try and keep as many clean sheets as we can, and we want to try and win the 3 games. If we do, we can surpass 100 points, and there's small little targets that I want to set the team and challenges. So we'll go and try and win all the games that are remaining.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from
you. All right. Very honest, store manager, very honest. JFK.
Yeah, as usual. Absolutely sublime to listen to him. It's just talks so much sense. Doesn't suffer fools gladly and tells it as it is. Like us all, disappointed by another cup defeat. But look, there's a bigger picture out there, and we know what that was, to win the title, and we've done that. So disappointing as it is, as we say, but he's telling us that he's disappointed as MD and the players are as well. So let's get on with it and let's go into the big one on Sunday, and let's make sure that we keep the boot on the puddle drinker's neck and just make them know who the established club is, and that's the Glasgow Rangers. Simple as.
Good here, if we can get a victory, well, even if we didn't get beat, you're heading towards 2 years since they beat us in the league, mate, and when you think where we were, we have came a long way. Bridgeman?
Yeah, 100%. That start there, having beat us, we're going to, I think, if we get through it, undefeated, then that's them no beat us in 2 years. That is incredible. That's an incredible start getting Scottish football. It really is. It just shows you, how good this team's played and how good, isn't their manager just class? It's wonderful listening to him. They need to stop him from coming on because he's killing them. He's absolutely killing them. He's telling them they're great, and then all of a sudden we're beating them again, Just love it. I love the way the man talks, the way he holds himself and does a business. The only thing I don't like is when we get beat. I just don't like it, that's all.
No, we don't get beat that often under him. Listen, before we take some calls, can I just say thanks to everybody who's purchased a badge off shop.rangersradio.online. There's still some badges left. They are moving fast. Get in there, get your badges. It's going to a fantastic cause. It's to help subsidise, and I say the word subsidise, the Robert Mulholland Memorial Parade. A 16-year-old kid, yes, a 16-year-old kid who lost his life in the Ibrox disaster, going to watch your club, the club that he loved and we loved. So we're doing a wee bit to help subsidise the parade, because the parade will be able to take part this year, and we hopefully get a few quid to help that worthy cause, JFK.
Yeah, I was privileged enough to be asked on behalf of Rangers Radio to walk with the Drumchapel Protestant Boys and lay a wreath at the Robert Mulholland Memorial, and it was absolutely a fantastic day and night. I remember a lot about the day, but I can assure you I never remember much about after that.
I think you've been a bit unfair, mate. You were the only one that had a suit at the time. The rest of us were in the pond, so you had to go.
But it was a really enjoyable day, and as usual, Big Stevie and the guys and gals for Drumchapel, laid on a good spread in that, and they done themselves proud, and as they always do, and I'm sure they will do as well. So going out and get the badges, support like a fantastic
£3 plus postage and packaging.
Yep.
They're going to. I've known at least 5 different places in Canada, all over Australia. I think somebody went to South Africa, various places all over the UK, mate, and of course Northern Ireland. So fantastic effort for everybody who's took part. We'll still get some left, but they're moving fast. So if you're not fast, you're last.
Definitely.
Fridgeman.
You can't beat the drum. You can't beat the drum and things that happens in it. They're absolutely wonderful, the people up there. Wonderful. So well done, Big Steve.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Incredible. I think that's a marvellous thing to do, and it's a great cause, a fantastic cause. So well done to everybody involved.
Yeah. And a wee shout out for, I don't mention his name, but he comes from the northwest of the city, and he was 45 minutes in the post office at the counter posting him on a day.
Oh, jeez.
Aye.
There's a sin.
Somebody thought it was pension day when they turned up.
All these packages. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Aye. Good man.
Aye. So
no many like him.
No, it's definitely a 1.5, mate. Get back to the manager's press conference. Obviously, we gave you a wee step for a hint last night when we assumed that Arfield and Alanda were going to be playing. So, no great news, but I suppose if we were to pick a time of the year that we could have a player for the rest of the season, it'd be roughly around about now, GFK.
Of course it would. And I mean, it's Hollander, obviously Ryan Jack's out, and now Scotty Arfield's is going, and Balogun's obviously injured as well. So, look, I've got enough decent players in there. I'll say decent because obviously one of the guys who's coming in.
I'll cut across you, GFK. We've been joined by a guest all the way from Australia, Perth, Australia. I think he's going to make a point about Scottish football. Actually, you might recognise the voice. Evening, GB.
How are you, mate? All right?
There he is. How you doing, Gary?
All right, Jimmy. How's things, mate?
Brilliant, mate. Congratulations, pal.
Oh, Jimmy, honestly, I had tears in my eyes, mate. And that's the second time in a couple of weeks that I've done that.
Good stuff.
Unbelievable, Jimmy. You know what I mean? As I said to you last year, do you know what I mean? The SFA are unfit for purpose, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just hope that when we get that trophy that we don't take it, mate. You know what I mean? Just leave it there. Tell Doncaster no. Stick it where the sun doesn't shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, and I don't know what you think, but see the 3 teams that have been vocal throughout the whole of last year about all this, the league getting presented and all that. It's the 3 teams that they try to kill us off all year.
Mm-hmm.
The Rangers, Hearts, and Partick Thistle. Do you know what I mean? That's the 3 teams. I mean, I know this is Rangers radio, and a lot of Rangers supporters are thinking about other clubs, but believe you me, there's a lot of supporters of other clubs that hang with against, for Rangers. You know what I mean? For what happened to you, you know what I mean? And I would just urge a lot of you to remember that no everybody that supports other clubs hates Rangers, mate. You know what I mean? Far from it, you know. But honestly, what a day yesterday, mate. See when you maybe know this boy. He was in the 108 BB. Davy Horsfield. Do you know Davy Horsfield?
Right. Tall boy, yeah.
Well, it was him that. It was him that was streaming the game to me. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He was actually streaming it to me. But unbelievable, mate. You know what I mean? And that's what he said that to me. He says, Gary, he says that was fantastic. He says that was for everybody that was wronged in Scottish football, you know.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Gary, do you think some of the supporters of other clubs are starting to wake up and smell the coffee, mate?
Without a doubt, Ox. I said this to you the last time I was on. Now I text you and you made a very valid point. Alloa and Brecon City, see they 2 clubs. Now see that Mike Mulroney or whatever his name is, him that's the chairman of Alloa.
Mhm.
He's going to be going on to FIFA.
No, he got knocked back. He lost the vote. He get beat.
Or did he get beat?
He got
Did he get
absolutely
beat?
hammered, mate. He got hammered.
Well, but he was put there by him for Parkhead. Do you know what I mean? And this is I'm like you. I look into the bigger picture of things, Ox. You know what I mean? But trust me, mate. I'm 100% behind all yous. You know what I mean? When yous won that league, or here in Perth, Western Australia, and Jimmy, I was with your mate, an old schoolmate of yours, Davy Massey.
Oh yeah.
There's no many
Right.
of that class left. I must have.
Hammy Loyal.
Aye. And Jimmy, they were all going mad here. They had a boat cruise and everything, you know what I mean? And I was there, and they know there was me and another boy, two Thistle supporters, and they guys were fantastic because, you know what I mean? They know that we're Protestants. I'm a Thistle supporter, mate, but I'm a Protestant, you know what I mean? Rangers are a Protestant. You stand for everything for the Protestant people in Scotland, you know what I mean? And that's why I keep going on and on and on. Oxford, you know what I'm talking about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm delighted, mate. Absolutely. You couldn't have made that up. You couldn't have made that up. And all I want you to do on Sunday is seeing Sunday go out and wipe the flare with that mob, you know what I mean? Because you're due it. You're due hammering them, you know what I mean?
We'll do it for the 50th anniversary of 71. How does that grab you?
Well, that would be and 100 year of 1921.
Gary, we don't talk about that over here.
I was there. I was selling the macaroon bars there. I would love it. I would love it for Scott Brown and Griffiths. That will be their last Old Firm game because they'll never hang the use again. But go out and wipe the flavour of them, mate.
Fantastic. When you really think about it, we should have had a punt. They two to get relegated, us three to win the league, and you got reasonable odds, I suppose.
That's right. That's right. And Lowell out the door, and we're pal for Heinland out the door, and all he's stoating about there like a Jake. He's selling a big issue, you know.
Aye, and Brecon, they're saying that they don't like the pyramid system now. They had 9 points. They ended up with this year.
I know, Ox, I know. But this is where it's so wrong. Teams like that have got. I mean, they've got a lot of clout in that SFA, Ox. You know what I mean? And it's wrong.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, as I kept saying to you, I mean, they changed the league all the time when Gretna and all that were in that league. You know what I mean? It was unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? But anyway.
Obviously, we don't. Sometimes you tend to be a bit insular, Gary. You know, you look at how things for when you come on. It was a year ago now, and you gave us all the things that happened to the Thistle. We hadn't really realised, you know.
Well, that's it. And Hearts as well, Ox. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really like Hearts, but I like them. Do you know what I mean? Because Hearts sent players to the war, and they get killed at the Storm and all that. You know what I mean? So. You understand where I'm coming from, right? You know what I mean?
You don't have to explain your upbringing to me, mate.
No, and that's what and it really galls me when people see me and they say, "Oh, you're a Thistle supporter," blah blah blah. Ox, but I'm more than a Thistle supporter. You know what I mean? I'm a Protestant. You know what I mean? And I'm a loyalist, mate. You know what I mean? All right, I might not wear a blue scarf, but trust me, my heart's blue. You know what I mean?
We just think there's a wee bit in the brain that's just done that. Didn't we, GFK?
I used to see. I mean, Gary came for the posh side of party. I stayed at the boat at Crawford Street.
Which side's that then?
I stayed down at the boat at Crawford Street at the granary, but the posh guys stayed up the top of Roseville Street. No, Gary's right. I mean, I've known Gary for a lot of years, and I can't remember. Know his family very well. His dad, God knew what a man he was. His mum and Eleanor and things like that, and I know the whole family, and I know what Gary's coming for.
And all his quiet brothers.
All his quiet brothers, aye. You know, Gary was in the flute band when I was there, and I know what Gary is all about. And he took a lot of ribbon, you know, as he would have done because he's a Harry Rags and that. But, you know, anybody that knows Gary will know where his real heart is. And I think if you took his Thistle scar, his top half of the Rangers went under it. But you know, I was kidding.
They might have a sort of collarette between them, right enough.
Well, there might be, mate, and a flute in the back pocket. But anybody that knows Gary, I'm not patronising him. One of my oldest friends, a very good man, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. So it was good to see the Thistle because Partick Thistle is a special place in everybody's heart that comes to Partick, and it's good to see them come back, and hopefully they go up to the Premiership the season after next. So it'd be good, Gary. And again, congratulations, mate. Just keep batting the tunes out, pal.
No, don't you worry. I'll have it on Sunday, mate. But go out and wipe the flavour in, please. All right, take care, boys.
Listen, Gary, thanks for all your kind words
right.
for the show.
Yeah, take care, Gary, son.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Speak to you soon. Cheers,
bye. Bye.
Cheers, Gary.
Bye.
There we go, JFK. I knew he was coming on. A wee surprise for you, mate.
Aye, Gary's. Aye. We grew up together in Partick, East Side and Roseville Street, and East Side and Crawford Street. My mum and dad and him, and So that was nice. Nice man, good man, one of the best.
Aye. By the way, I suppose it was quite apt that the three teams have won the league. Us, Hearts, and Partick Thistle.
Of course it is. Yep. Makes them look silly. They try to do it. So it didn't work for them. So we're back up where we belong. The established clubs there, and it's us. We all know that. And it's good to see Hearts and Thistle and Stranraer, wasn't it? Aye, Stranraer.
We'll be joined by Big Al. How we doing, Big Al?
Good evening, gentlemen. It's just a pity the voices.
Eastern Australia and Western Australia, nobody for Governor Partick yet. What do you go back, man?
What was I got to say? Aye, it's good to hear these voices in support now, but where were they? This isn't on Gary, but I'm just saying the rest of Scottish football, they weren't there a few years ago, so I wouldn't worry about Scottish football. Partick, Hearts, Stranraer, don't care about them. It's Rangers for me. What was I got to say? Aye, I spoke to Fox. Ox, you've still got my phone number, eh?
Oh, mate. That was about 3 phones ago. I'll have a check, mate.
I'm the same. No, just so I could get a contact for Big Stevie.
All right, okay.
You said you were going to get your staff onto it. I've not received that email yet. I don't want the badges to go.
I'm not in that department, mate. I'm not in that department.
You'll only get one of your minions to have a look at that for us.
I get my P4 department. Right, I'll see if I can find your email. Yeah?
Aye, no, that's cool.
I'll email you my number,
contact for Stevie. Beautiful, aye. How are you, Jimmy? It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, how are you,
good
pal?
To hear I'm good, mate. It's good to hear a professional on the radio this morning. I thought you were missing an action.
Are you calling an old pro?
I wouldn't go as far as that. I wouldn't go as far as that.
Just a pro.
He's not all, just a pro. Aye. Aye. So if Big Stevie's listening, if he could ring fence me 10 of the badges so they don't go missing.
Right. Okay.
It's one of your avid fans. I would like to.
Mate. Well, we'll get that sorted, to miss out.
Beautiful. Thanks very much.
I'll say that now. What I'll do is his number's right in front of me, and I'll text him. Yeah.
Aye. If you could text him, and if you've got my number, get to him, and you can text me, and I can try and get contact with him.
Phone, mate.
Right. Thanks very much for that. In regards to Sunday, I'm very confident in Sunday. I think it is a big opportunity for us to keep our foot on the puddle drinkers. There's a few people in that team I'd like to see walk off the park on Sunday with their heads down. I think we can do it.
We're going to watch, mate. We are really down to the bones, mate. We've got about 12 players, haven't we?
Well, but we can't be that negative. We can't be negative going into such a big game it is.
What do you think the team will be? What do you think the team will be?
Oh, whoever's fit. One last push. It's a game that I think deals with itself. We always say that. So whoever takes the park, we've got enough. We should have enough, and I think we do have enough to. I'm not saying mollocate them, but a 1-0 Bridgeman would do me. As long as we walk off that park successful and there's no defeat, I think we'd all be happy with that. Really happy with that. As you've been mentioning, that 2-year thing, that's a big psychological edge we've got going into next season. I think if we keep that going, it sets us up well for next season. If we have a few additions, they come into a team, it makes it easier for the new additions to come into a successful team, I think. players run about them that have that mentality to go for 56.
Right.
So I think we've got a good chance on Sunday to make another statement, and I think statements are important, especially in Scottish football. I think Jimmy said that we're top of the tree, and long may it continue.
I would take a Bridgeman as well. I would take a Bridgeman as well.
Aye. Who scores a goal for you then?
Morelos.
Aye. I think so.
See, if you look in this call out in the chat, that's a big man's number. You have to contact him. He's already messaged me back. Yeah.
How do you look in the chat?
And if you're on Skype, you look. You'll see. There's a message here for you. Yeah.
Right. Added. Right. Thanks very much. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. You got it.
Yes. Right. I've got that there. Sorted, yeah. Thanks very much. Right. Look, I'll let you go because I'm busy this morning, but I just wanted to say hello to Jimmy and yourself, and cheers, keep it going for the Rangers boys. All right.
Yeah, mate. I'm sure we might speak to you Sunday. Might speak to you Sunday, mate. Yeah.
Oh no, unfortunately, I've got stuff on this week. I don't think I'll be able to manage it.
Well, good enough, Al.
I know. I've started that new job, eh?
Oh, right. Oh, did you get it?
Oh, of course I got it. It was a wee bit of negotiation. He came in with a low offer. I said, come on now, Andy, pull the finger out here. So a bit to and fro. So I started that job. So that's all right. It's all right. Right. Thanks very much for your time, guys.
Right.
I'll contact the big man and I'll let him know. Thanks again. Take care, guys. Thank you.
See you soon, big man.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Well, first two callers, GFK, Western and Eastern Australia.
I know. Brilliant stuff, isn't it?
Mental, isn't it?
Oh, it's great. It's magic. You can't whack it.
But aye, hopefully gets all sorted with the badges.
Yeah, definitely. Nice badges. I think I'm getting mine tomorrow.
Right, okay. He did mention that you hadn't been in touch. He's got a list.
I sent him a Facebook message days ago.
Don't worry, if you don't buy them, it'll be at your door, you know.
Hey, you want to see the fence I put up outside now? It's called a big hang me up, keep off my orange lilies. Yeah, you know.
I think, man, carry on, mate. Hollander and Arfield will be missed the weekend. They will be missed.
Yeah, mate. Can I give you my team? I think it'll be.
Aye.
Obviously, Alan McGregor, Tav, Goldson. He's already told us about Simpson and Barisic. In the middle, obviously, because of Ryan Jack, I would go for Aribo, Davis, and Kamara. And I would take Hadji out of the equation. I'd put Wright in there, Alfie, and Kent.
That's exactly the team I would play, but I don't think that's the team the manager will play. Yeah,
possibly not, mate. Possibly not.
That would be my team. Bridgeman.
Yeah, we kind of spoke about this last night a wee bit. You know, I reckon there was, apart from the obvious, but Helander, who's going to replace Helander in Arfield? They're the key areas, and the manager. We did say we didn't want Hadji playing at all, and that's the truth. Most of us said that. So I would actually pay Aribo up the top right as a Aribo, Morelos, and Kent. But if we have to drop Aribo into the midfield, then obviously that boy Wright we could easily swap in there. You know,
we'll get 3 available midfielders, mate. You know,
Yep.
we're really the bones. Obviously, we'll get extra players in the forward position. We'll get Defoe, we'll get Roof, we'll get Morelos. We'll get Wright and we've got Hadji. But in midfield and defence, we're really at the bare bones. Talking about scraping the bottom of the barrel. We'll be joined by George. How we doing, George?
All right, lads. That was a kick in the stovey there.
Don't you listen to him, George?
All right, Bridgeman. Here.
All right,
I swear to God, I had to get his scraping the bodies every day. My internet went up. I was like, oh, no. It's like, enough's enough. I was like, I got somebody in.
Is that you get somebody in for the Anaglypta wallpaper, or is that for the internet?
So I went out with Nelson's eye.
Is that not what you've got on your wall?
No.
Oh, he's the woodchuck.
Woodchuck.
You know what I mean? It's been there for years. I've just been painting all the carpet, and I'm talking about
18 coats of paint.
Aye.
Brilliant.
Wallpaper up with the tacks.
Exactly, yeah.
You get that much paint. You get that much paint that was made the room bigger when you took the paint off.
And it's all that. See these flats, mate. You can't swing a cat in them, know what I mean? It's that single end of the tune. Know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I was like, talking to one of my kids all day, and I was like, I said, hey, I need to hot and move the stuff. He went, just move it in our room. I was like, well, how can I possibly do that? I can't get any more in my rooms. I don't know where I'm going to put it.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh, George, how are you doing, mate? Apart from the wallpaper, how are you?
Mate, I'm pucker. I'm pucker, mate. No, I'm talking about.
Good, mate.
I'm looking forward to this weekend, to the game, by the way, to give him an absolute spanking.
I hope you're right, George. I hope you're right.
I hope, if he can't go up for a Celtic game, or a Rat Catchers game, there must be something the matter with, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Who's it the biggest game for? Who's that a bigger game for? George and GFK? Us or them?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's us. So they'll beat us in 2 years.
All right, okay, fair comment. GFK.
It's a bigger game for us to keep the 100% home record going in the league. So it's a bigger game for us. I'm going for 3-0, mate.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I went for 3-0.
Go on yourself, GFK. Go on yourself.
That's what you call some man who knows what he's talking about.
Wow. Mightily impressed with that one.
I'm going for 4 then. But I'll tell you, by the way, I hope I'm not playing Hadji.
Me I know.
He'll be screaming before I get tackled comes near him.
He's one of my all-time favourites.
I know, I'm surprised you already drove him to the airport.
Poor old Hadji.
I did warn you. I warned you.
All the Rangers players will be saying, don't want to listen to that Oxtear. You might think I'm a favourite, so I don't want to listen.
He's all right in Europe. He's all right in Europe where you get plenty of time in the bar. You know what I mean? But no in Scotland, man. It's just no for him, is it?
I think there's a couple of factors, George, to be fair on the boy. I don't think outside right's his position, you know?
Nah, I don't think so either, you know what I mean? I feel as if the boy looks as if he's lost, you know what I mean? I think he's lost anyway, you know what I mean?
Aye, but listen, it wasn't his fault we lost the game at the weekend.
No.
He didn't play well, but he wasn't the only one, GFK.
No, there was, and I was saying, we were watching, my boys were watching, and the only one that actually got pass marks for me was Ryan Kent, and he wasn't all that great either. But no, you can't blame him. Look, it was a collective on the day, and there was errors made at the end of the game that's cost us it. So it's gone now. So, you know, we've won the title, and that's all we wanted today. It'd been great to do a treble. That really got into their heads. But
next year, Jeremy.
Next year, hopefully. But no, the league 15th is going to be party time again, and Glasgow will be red, white, and blue. Absolutely fantastic. So let's just do them on Sunday and do them well, and let's hope that, you know, the Lego Muncher's walking off his chin hitting the flare. And me thumb, he gets an appearance, I know, and he's dragging his knuckles. You know, that's what you want to see. You know, they're bumping their gums the day that the wee Nanex playing. He's fit. Who cares? You know.
When was the last time he kicked the ball against us?
Exactly.
Long time ago. He
was all right when he was playing against that defence when Caccino and Murty was there, but he's not kicked the ball for years. Listen, I've just been sent a message from Mr. S. Skipper for you, George. He said George took the paint off and his carpet became too wee.
Yeah, see the carpet. See the guys that came last night and laid the carpet. There was a black thick carpet in before, and I was like, that's a heavy carpet. And the guy went, don't worry about it. just late top it. Honestly, man, these horses parked outside, by the way, know what I mean? Tied to the railing. Know what I mean? So, 2 carpets I've got to wrap up. To get
Two
my
carpets.
I could. No fun, man, mate. Quick jobs, know what I mean?
Brilliant. That's brilliant, George. You get some
It's
calamitous life
unbelievable,
with
man.
that
It's
stuff.
honest to God, man. It's like,
Is that how you walk like that, George? So funny, because you look as if you get 2 carpets under your arms.
And I'll tell you something, and all. I've got a midnight mass about here and all. Everybody else throws their gear out the front, and I'm the only one. The council appears at the door. I'm like, man, aye, £200 fine. I'm like, you give me whatever you want. I ain't paying any fucking fine. I mean, I was like, man, just I say, at the end of the day, I've got a reference number, man.
Is that for the carpets?
Mate, that's for everything. They rake through my bags, do I kind of got just to cut on my door, because the last time 2 guys came to my door, I gave them an absolutely stinking vibe, you know what I mean? The guy was going like to me, I'm going to cost you. I goes, you checking you off? Think you're one of the road mob or something? I says, a bit change yourself.
just so you know, Rangers Radio cannot condone flight up at JFK.
Certainly not. That's not something I would condone at any time in my life. Is condone that type of thing. No.
Georgia fly tipper, brilliant.
And just to be straight, Bridge has never tipped anybody in his life.
I'll tell you something, by the way. They were gutted when they seen the reference number on my phone. I was like, what's that then? Well, actually, it's a reference number. They're coming to pick up the 5th of May, so bolt.
Did they come and pick up after all?
They're coming the 5th of May to get it, but Bridge, man.
All right, pal.
She caused you this thing with lockdown, all that, man. It says that when you try to phone up, it just rings out, and the guy just goes, a voice, an automatic voice, goes on and says, we're too busy, phone again later. And that lasted for 73 hours. I went, oh, come on, by the way. Eventually I got it in the 4th day. And they went that and they saw sorted. So when they were at my door, they were wasting their time, you know what I mean?
Shocking, isn't it?
I just get a bit of verbal.
So your life's very unadventurous, George, isn't it?
Oh my God.
I'm writing a book with a bestseller. My Troubles, it'll be called.
Listen, back to the game on Sunday, mate. But it just builds up me, doesn't it? This game, I was pretty calm. I don't know if it's because but the nerves are starting to kick in now. So it's a real game. It's a real game for our club. It's got to be. It's against them, George.
Yeah, you better believe it, man. It's against the rat catchers, by the way, and we've got to do them, man. We've got to do them, by the way, you know what I mean? And I like Jimmy's score 3-0, by the way, so I'm going to go 1-4 because we're due to give them an absolute hammer. No matter how bad our teams look, man. It's in the heart, the pride, the soul, not I'm talking about, so we can give them a scudding.
Is that not what the result was at the same time? Well, God knows, 20-something year ago. They led them 4-0 Ibrox.
Aye, that's right, mate.
I can't remember what year it was.
Well, they're making a big thing. I've seen it in various outlets in the last couple of days. I mean, 3 years to the day, they humped us 5-0 at Smerlick Park. 29th of April, 3 years ago. So let's us do the same. But I'm still going for 3-0. Just in let the rat catchers just slink away back where they belong to.
Well said, Johnny. Well said, mate.
Well, look, I know what Oxford was saying about when we're down to the bare bones in some departments now, but I still can't see as losing the game. You know, I don't want a draw. I want a win. I want a good win.
I want a handsome victory.
Right. I want Alfie to score and go up to the Lego muncher and put the 2 5s up in his face.
Well said, my man.
Can I just say, clip of the century for me, clip of the century. In fact, any century. Alfredo Morelos slapping Scott Brown in the head. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
My boy Peter loves that, man.
Once again, Rangers Radio cannot condone violence.
No, of course not.
But it was brilliant, wasn't it,
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. He didn't know. Well, he knew who had done it, but he was looking a bit like a
He's looking at the
TIT.
referees up and saying, "Do you see that?"
Well, to be fair, he never noticed Morelos scoring, did he?
That's true. Aye, true. Aye, but I mean,
just love that.
it's a game. You know, people. Well, I've not met anybody. I spoke to 3 or 4 of my friends in this area, and I've not met anybody that's saying it's a dead rubber. It's just another game because we've won the league. I don't care when we play them and what we play them for. I want to beat them all the time. And I know everybody on here and in the lobby and listens to the show. We just want to do them. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, we've been sent another message. Changing rooms is fair, but downhill, so Smiley left and George took the helm.
I'm getting the record here now, man.
They made George, they made a film that you could star in. Do you know it's called The Carpetbaggers?
That was a crack movie as well.
God,
that was a good film, aye.
I'm just happy I'm not pure depressed. You know what I mean? I look about my house, man. It looks like a bad day in Sarajevo when the war was on.
All right, George. You just get that opened up for all the partying to start.
You better believe it. I mean, who's done up, man? I'll have a few years up for a shindig. You're going to be talked outside of the kitchen, mate. You'll be like, oh my God, the poverty.
Some of them will come and see you for a cup of tea. They move in for 2 weeks on this panel.
Particularly if you've got 2 carpets.
Honestly, mate, I'm serious, mate. Imagine them doing that, mate. Well, we'll just lay and tap it. No, I mean,
is there any truth in you and George? Is there any truth that you and George and Robert Werner are going to start a bus, the Finison Loyal?
Finison Loyal.
I was actually talking to Junior today, mate. You know what I mean? When they talk for a while, that because it's like the math, know what I mean? He didn't like it. But he was talking to you today, man, know what I mean? I miss going to games, you know what I mean? It's just, I just can't wait till this crap's all on, man. We can go back to the games and we're right good battle fine. I'm not talking about.
I think everybody's missed it. JFK, we're slowly back to normal, but then Bridge missed going to the football, missed the social side.
I've said this before. It's not just about going to the football. I know since I've been on the radio and that, and I've met a lot of good friends, new friends and that, and it's great to not just go to the pub and meet the guys and that, but when we go to the bistro and the banter's good, and I miss that more than anything, having a good gab about the football, and that's something that hopefully comes back very soon.
On you go, George.
On you go, George.
What that?
There you go, pal.
And I went like the bistro, and I went like, he goes, do you know what it is? And I went, is it next to the burger bar? And he went, you're bang on.
A new premises been built for next season. Remember that.
That's it, mate. That's it.
Renovations are in order. But that is. It's not just the fitness, obviously, what we all follow the Rangers for. That's without a shadow of a doubt. But it's an OD thing, isn't it? No, you build yourself up for the
You're not socialising that, man. You're meeting new people and all that. You hear them in radio and you see them in the flesh. And I'm talking about different kettle of fish, innit?
It doesn't matter what age you are, whether you're 6 or 60. Your journey to the football. Whatever way you travel to go to the game, whether it be at Ibrox or away. Unfortunately for me, my away days are gone. But I mean, Oxford myself, I've travelled in many a bus up and down the country, and it's absolutely fantastic. And just to be able to meet the guys again when a match day is going to be brilliant. So I'm setting my sights on the first game of the season for the championship flag.
You must be gutted, just as you get your free ticket to go anywhere.
Oh, dearie me.
Bridgeman, you must be missing the social side of it as well. You're your family, the boys.
Oh, aye. I was talking to a few of them last week on the phone, just phoning them up and keeping in touch, and they're all looking forward to getting back. Desperate, just desperate. It's just exactly what you say. It's more social, more of the social than anything else, because you know you're going to go and see your team anyway, but at the side of that you're meeting people, you know, and it's lovely. It's lovely to meet your family. You know that yourself. No, even a pub or anything like that, just meeting them at Ibrox Stadium, just great. Just absolutely brilliant. I hope they've kept their corner nice and tidy for the bistro anyway.
There's a blue plaque there.
I'm just hoping they put a roof on it, Bridgeman. For the wet days. Oh. You know what I really do miss on that day? Really, I miss the sweeties. I love getting my sweeties and that. You know,
that Bridgeman, it's going to Swedgers.
Oh, hey, there's quite a few. Mr. S. Kipper sometimes is some wee Swedgers going as well. So
very generous.
Yeah, nearly always gives me a sweetie when I see him, Skipper. Very kind man, very kind man.
Every time I see him, he gives me an envelope with a letter in it for somebody.
Senga.
But as George, it's a social side as well as the match itself.
I'm the same, mate. I totally miss it all. I remember I was saying that before, man. We used to go to the top of the supporters buses. I loved it back in the days. We used to go up and used to go home up to Aberdeen, Dundee United and all that. I used to love all that and I'm talking about. But, and everybody sang in the buses. But see now, as I tell you last time, nobody sings in the bus anymore. They're just sitting on their phones.
Aye.
And it's just not the same, do you know what I mean?
It's a world we live in now, mate. There's not...
And like people go to the games, man, and you're trying to see the football, man, and you can't see because people are holding the phones up, filming themselves.
Aye.
Is that an artist or something, you know what I mean?
That's what I can't understand. Going to a football match and then phoning somebody.
Back to the game. Back to the game in Sunday, guys. How do you think boy Simpson will cope with it?
Oh, I hope he can.
I think the problem is that these games can, if they go pear-shaped for you, they can make or break you in early stages of career. There's a lot to come back from. What he's shown to me is he's got a lot of pace.
Aye.
Once he gets going, he's very, very quick for a centre back. So far, at times his distribution has been okay. I've not been impressed with him in the air yet, we'll see what it takes. I believe he's about 6'4", the boy. At the moment, I'm saying he's jumping about 5'9", so we'll see what it takes. No, seriously, I think he's getting there to come, Bridge. I hope he develops. No,
yeah, I think he's also got to he's got to be a wee bit wiser in the box because sometimes if you wave your leg about, somebody's going to jump over it.
You're there him.
Well, I think for a centre half, you wave your leg about, somebody's going to dive over it, and that's what sure as shooting. That's what happened to him, and they got a penalty. So as far as I'm concerned, that's you just got to watch what he's doing because they really are. Aribo just shoving it. No, they hardly even touched him, and he dived. Penalty.
What about you, George?
I think the exact same now. You know what I mean? I just think I feel as if I've not seen enough of the boy, man. But what I've seen him so far, he looks a bit all right, man. But sometimes you can get a wee bit confused in that. You know what I'm talking about? It's just as man was saying, putting the foot out, man. You can't do that, man. Because without a shadow of doubt, somebody's got to dive over it. And as you talked about Gerrard, by man, that was bang on the money, man. He's very good in the air. We've got to definitely miss Big Paul Hollander.
That's what we've seen so far, but hopefully they've been working on that, and he's starting to. We can improve him, and because he does look quick. He does look quick for a centre back. GFK, what's your thoughts?
I'm along the same lines as yourself, mate. I'm in the air. I find him quite poor now. I know he's got a bit of pace about him. I'm a wee bit worried for him for Sunday. I just hope that he copes with it. I think the saving grace for him is that there's no any fans because I mean we can all be quite vociferous if things are not going my own way, you know. So, but I'm confident he'll come through it, you know. But let's hope that he starts the game well and we get off to a good start, you know, and hopefully get that 1 or 2 goals in the first half an hour, and that would maybe settle him down, you know. But I'm sure Tav and Goldson, I'll keep them together, and you know, and talk him through the game. Especially Goldson. Goldson, I've noticed, is doing that a lot. Oxia more than Tav, but Tav has been doing it as well. But especially Goldson, he's the ever present there. Into again, he's no missed a game this season.
Unbelievable, mate.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. So, let's hope. I think he will come through it, and that's what we're looking for.
I think Goldson must have a big appearance money in his contract.
Aye.
You know, but I'll be interested. I mean, it's a big game for the boy Bridge Simpson, isn't it? Because these games can be cruel for you.
It's a make or break, in my opinion. It's a 50-50, in my opinion. He's got to do what he can do, because he's obviously a good player, playing for Bournemouth and people. You know, he's got to obviously been a good player, and the Rangers have seen him and brought him up. So now he's got to turn the charm on it to Ibrox. Get a good chance to make a name for himself and be something. But as I say, it's a 50-50 for me. You can't blame MD for anything, but the truth of the matter is, getting thrown in, would you say the deep end? Because they haven't beat us for the best part of 2 years, so you could say it doesn't matter who we play, they shouldn't be able to beat us. But you never know. Good luck to your boy. Give him all the kudos in the sun and the sun if he does well. There you go.
Yeah,
Stand
definitely.
up to him.
Would have seen much of him if Balogun and Hollander would have still been there. Yeah,
I'd have thought so. I think he'd have been a bit part player for the remainder of the season, but needs must Oxford, you know, with Hollander out, Balogun out, you know, what else can I get for then? Obviously a big Nathan started his suspension, so I think he'll cope well. Just as long as he's talked through the game and he doesn't start to get a rush of blood to the head and start doing silly things. Just take the game as it comes to you, and always remember, face the ball all the time.
Leon King's the backup, the central defence. 17 years of age.
Saw that Leon King.
Bridge. Oh, George.
Aye,
17 years of age, you know.
Mate. It's a big game for a boy that age, isn't it? I mean, hell of a learning curve, let's be honest about it.
Aye. But if the manager thinks he's good enough, George.
That's that. If he thinks he's good enough, man, he plays. That's what he wants.
Did I hear you saying you think Leon King's going to play tomorrow on Sunday?
Possibly.
No, he's a backup.
Okay.
Backup.
Good luck to him as well, then.
Aye.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love it if that Samson scored, would you know?
Wouldn't that be wonderful if he did, eh?
Nah.
How about you?
There we go.
From Argyle, so young, to Glasgow City, they come, seeking fortune and a new way of life. How could they know ambitions would grow? Such a beautiful story, and here's how it goes. Four lads had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no kit, not even a ball. They still carried on your Rangers vibes. Sing with your heart and voice. Celebrate the greatest club in the world. Let our history show what we already know. We are the Rangers, the greatest of all. For that's had our dream to start a football team. They had no money, no care, not even a ball. They still carried on. The Rangers are born. 65 titles, we're still going strong. For that's our dream to start a football team. They had no money, no kid, not even a ball. They still carried on. The Rangers are born. 55 titles, we're still going strong. 55 titles, we're still going strong.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, let's hear for you. Come on, it's a build up to an old firm match. Remember that. And we're going for an undefeated season. Yeah, we are disappointed about last Sunday, but let's hear for you. Come on, Bridgeman, rally the troops. This is the last call for Bridgeman. 3 strikes and you're out. JFK.
Yeah, come on, guys, gals, get yourself in. 0141 356 1972. Come in, big game this Sunday. Playing the puddle drinkers. Come in and tell us what you think about the game, how it's going to go, the team you would pick. Come on. The Butterflies have started 2 days ago. Don't care if the game doesn't mean nothing to somebody, but it means a lot to me and everybody else. Come on, get yourself in.
Here. I think we'll be jumping a call on right away, Jimmy. Must have heard you.
There you go.
Must have heard you. It's just coming in, hopefully. We'll be joined by Kenny. Evening, Kenny.
Good evening, Ox. Good evening, Bridgeman and JFK and Jaws up in UK. How you doing, guys? All right?
All right, mate. All right. What's on your mind, mate?
Well, Sunday, obviously, you know. The teams is yourself and JFK. That's my team. Exactly, you know.
Pretty much picks itself, mate. There's only one position.
I know.
We're down to the bones, mate.
I know, exactly. But could, I'm going to go, obviously, Friday night, I've always got a few beers. Could they go a 4-4-2 Sunday?
Who's the forward midfield, mate?
Well, your normal three, right? We're going to have Aribo, Davis, Kamara, and put it right in there. Just be able to try and get forward at times, you know what I mean? You're not going to play with a diamond Sunday. Next, no, he's no playing. You're definitely not playing with a diamond.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can't see your gaffer changing his system. JFK.
No, well, Nanek is playing. He was fit today, so that's when they played.
Sorry, JFK is playing. That's what I mean.
He is playing, so they all play that diamond. But for me, it doesn't matter how they play.
They can't play that with him in the team, mate.
No, they can't play that.
No, they can't play. But I think the Kennedy fella sometimes he's not got a clue. But look, I don't see us playing any different for the 4-4-3. 4-3-3 guys. I don't see the gaffer changing that at all. It's as steady as it goes. One player drops out, he puts that player back in that position. So I don't see any difference for your team. Play the way we always play. Don't try and play ourselves. We do it in Europe, and we've done it well in Europe because of the type of football. But for Scottish football, play the same system we're playing every week.
George? George? Oh, we'll talk to his nearer. Well, I think I'm hoping the right starts, mate. I think in form he's ahead of Haji and right. I don't know what you think, Kenny. Haji and Roof, sorry.
Well, you know what I've done, they've documented all week. They're in the departure when he's ready to fly out. You know what I mean? Definitely. He's got to start. I'd like to, at the end of the day, this game's bragging rights, we all know, right? But we want to end the season high. I don't want to repeat as 1989. You know what I mean? Or that was the Scottish Cup final. But it's all the same scenario with me, We want to try and get in a high, I would go right on the right and go with the 2 miles and Ellis up front, obviously. I know. Don't take the system of me back, you know what I mean? They're not going to go by a diamond on Sunday. Go with the next fit.
No, if they play Forest, no. No, if they play Forest, no. But we'll see. We'll see where it takes us. You back with us, George? No? Okay. All right, we are doing the bare bones, Kenny, yeah?
Oh, very much so, In defence, man, I can't... The boy, I keep forgetting his name, that Jack
Simpson.
Jack Simpson, I've noticed he's not that great in the air, you know what I mean? But probably getting no choice what to play the boy. He's got to be throwing in at some time. It'll be next season. They were planning ahead, you know what I mean? At some point, you're going to have to come in anyway, you know what I mean? That young boy, King, my daughter's quite probably with the family, actually. Rangers staff family, And I don't think that boy would let us down. He's 17, but don't forget, he's a 16-year-old, 1970. He's got to win and go in the League Cup final, So he's age when he bother me, But he probably will go with Simpson,
I think so, mate. I think so. I think you would leave the boy King on the bench because he could cover you right back as well if something happened and the centre back. So I don't know if Simpson's got that in his armour to do that, even though he's a more experienced pro, mate.
Aye, but at the same time, he's lucky in his away. He's not going to be crying and trapping, throw him in. I watched the last half an hour game the other week against Aberdeen last week, right, with the Rangers game. I was doing the issue with a few of my buddies, and pretty frankly, they were ranked one. Aberdeen still won that game 3-0. You know what I mean? But all foreign good form goes out the window. I was listening to Alec on it, said the laws of averages, you go by that as well, But is it 6 games beat us or something like that, You will, And we're right now, we were the most vulnerable play, especially coming off last Sunday night,
Mm-hmm.
But, it's psychological. I've said this a few times. Psychologically, they've got to come back to Ibrox again in September at some point to play us again. Get that fear factor into their heads. They're coming to Rangers, they're coming to Ibrox, they're coming to Armagh to play us. Doesn't matter Eddie who or whoever the hell it is, you know what I mean? Get that into their nuts.
They're going for a British manager. Anyway, we've been joined by AK. How are we doing, Alec?
Good evening, Ox. Good evening, Bridge and JFK.
You doing, pal?
Hi, Alex.
You all right, guys?
Yep.
What's on your mind?
All right.
What's on your mind?
Hi, Kenny. No, listen, I'll be enjoying the show as usual. Good to hear the dulcet tones of JFK. Always a good laugh. But touching on your caller for Australia first thing, the Partick Thistle guy, thought he was brilliant. Spoke very well. I think it was Gary was his name.
Right?
Gary. Yeah. For me, this season is all about retribution. He's 100% right. Ourselves, Partick and Hearts, were found to be the kind of serious done for other kind of dodgy emails and brown envelopes and all that passing. It's no matter of the fact that we've all romped our leagues this year because we've all had the incentive to do that. So this game on Sunday again is retribution. JFK hit it bang on the nail. I want to see Griffiths trape off the park. I want to see Brown trape off the park. You know, they've rubbed their noses in it for years when we were a weak team. I want to give us something back here. You know, so let's get the sleeves rolled up again. Let's go again and let's prove why we are the champions of Scotland.
Yeah, they were just bullies, mate, at the time, and then as soon as we get anything near to stand up for them, they're broke, and to coin a phrase, they've collapsed like a pack of cards.
Brilliant, innit?
Well said. Well said.
Yeah, they have, Alex. They have the full a pack of cards.
Listen, it's basically what pressure does to you. You know, they've not been under pressure for the last 9 years. All right, but we got up to Christmas time last year, and then we all know what happened after that. But this year we've been incessant. For the word go, we've gave ourselves targets to set. We've not even looked across the road. We've just looked within and shut all the noise out. So it's all been about us this year and what we've done. But unfortunately for us, we've actually won that title too soon, so to speak, because we've went like a damp squig after that, you know, which is unfortunate. But listen, mate, we've still got a kind of unbeaten record to protect, and we've got an undefeated record in the league to protect. So let's get the sleeves rolled up again and get in about them again on Sunday.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't care. When we play them, it's always a big game. Anyway, I'll come back to you, Alex. We've been joined by the one and only Bob Gerrard. Evening, Bob Gerrard.
Hi, Ox. How you doing? Everybody? JFK, Bridgeman, all right, yeah?
All right, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hi. Right, Bob.
Magic, Bob, Gerrard, magic.
I can hear everybody analysing Sunday. I'm still smarting and hurt a wee bit for last Sunday, but what can you do? I just say to Fox there in the intro, I says, nothing we can do, just get the heats picked up and get on with it. Try and get a victory against them on Sunday, yeah. And you're right, Ox. We are doing the sort of the minimum of the squad, but I still think it's still strong enough to go out there and give them a square go. If you take my point.
Mm-hmm.
So they can come out with the crown jewels and a barra if they want. I don't care about diamonds or anything. I still think we'll be too good for them. So here's hoping so. That's irrelevant, but then again, it's never irrelevant. Take my point. So. Here's hoping the Gerrard can go out on Sunday and do the business yet again.
Here. What would your team be, Bob Gerrard?
I just tell you a couple of minutes. Like myself, I would start Scott Wright. I would. I'd start Scott Wright and McGregor, Dav, Golson. I do believe the boy Simpson's playing. He said that today. I've not seen his interview yet. I'll look at it later on. And Burner. And never will be Davis, Kamara, and I think I'd drop a Rebo back one. And then it'd be Wright, Morelos, and Kent. That would be my 11.
A lot of pace there. A lot of pace up front for us, eh?
Hell of a lot. Maybe too much for them. I think they're a bit pedestrian at the back. So are we, right enough. There you go. But, aye, that's a hell of a lot of ferocious pace for them. And Alfie, come on, son. Get the chin up. Get playing like the Alfie Morelos we know you are. Because you're going to start on Sunday, and let's have it for you, pal. Let's do it.
Yeah. So. JFK and Alex, it'd be good to see Alfie get a couple at least.
Well, of course it would. He's broke his duck now. He scored against them last game, and hopefully he's hungry for more. But we know he is. But it doesn't matter who scores, obviously. But it'd be great to see him score a couple. It'd be great to even score a hat-trick, because as I say, Menzies 3-0. Look, I'm the same as Bob Gerrard. I don't care what team they put out, what shape they play. You know, we've got more than enough skillful players who can get there and win the game quite easily. Just need to keep their shape, keep their head, go out there and do the damage, you know, and just as I keep saying it, keep the boot on the throat and just keep them down there where they belong, in the mud, rat catchers. Just leave them there. That's all they're good for. Puddle drinking, you know what's. But nah,
Yeah.
I'm still going for 3-0, mate. Still 3-0 for me.
AK?
I love your positivity, Jimmy. I'm just concerned with Hollander. No being there. I think he offers our defence solidity. And with the young boy Simpson, there's a lot of question marks coming out of him. It's not his fault, right enough. He's been through in the deep end, you know, but I think our defence just looks a lot more solid with Hollander in there, and obviously Arfield protecting Tavernier. We haven't got that, so we need to get on with it. But I would love the introduction of Scott Wright into the team, because I think he would put the fear of God into them. See if we get Scott Wright running at them, and Kent running at them, and Morelos pulling their defenders all over the place, and you've got a Rebo and Anthem. I think we've got more potent weapons in attack than they have. So here's hoping we get an early goal, and then they can hopefully at the other end, a 2 or 3-0. That would be fantastic.
Talking about people that put the fear of God into you. We've been joined by Albert. Stephen Albert.
I put the fear of God into me. I've got a mirror. She bought me a mirror. I'm terrified. Hey, here's my team. You ready for this?
Right, okay.
McLaughlin, Tavernier, Goldson, Simpson, Barisic, Davis, Kamara, Stewart, Aribo, Kent, Morelos up front.
Good point. Yeah. I'm going
4-2-3-1.
Well,
Give us that again, right? I go Stewart, Aribo, in the midfield.
McLaughlin and goal.
I go
Kent.
McLaughlin.
The reason I'm going with McLaughlin in goal, if the big boy Simpson's no very good in the air, we need somebody to come out and collect the ball for him. We all need to rally round this boy, you know what I mean? All that team need to rally round this boy. Don't leave him hanging out to dry. You know what I mean? So everybody should be backing the boy up. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about support, I'm talking about the team. So he's going to have a tough time. So let's get behind the boy and let's give him a horn. I don't want anybody hiding. You're on your own, son, type thing. You know what I mean? So I bring McLaughlin in to say, Crows boys, you come and get the Crows boys. Because McGregor will no come. Don't get me wrong, McGregor's the better keeper, of course he is. But he'll no come for Crows boys.
Interesting. Albert?
That was Albert.
oh dear.
Maybe look in the mirror.
Yeah, he just tried to catch us out there, see we noticed that.
A quick change artist or something here.
He was sleeping. Bob, yeah.
Hello. I definitely think McGregor will be in goals. Like, he's well experienced in all foreign games, and as you say, he is a better keeper. And I do agree with Albert. Like, I mean, he is a wee bit static on crosses, but no, I think McGregor will be in. Greg Stewart's a good shout, because I rated Greg Stewart as a good player, Larry. Good player on the deck. He might come into the right end, you don't know. He didn't can. But that sounds a pretty solid outfit to me as well. Yep. Aye.
I'm thinking Stewart on the right. I'm talking Stewart on the right, Bob Gerrard, to give Tav room. Let Tav do the run and let Tav go up and down that wing, so he can actually feed Tav. And he's cute in the area. When you get me Stewart in the area, he's very cute in the area. He'll get you. You either create a goal, score a goal, or get you a penalty. That's the type of player he is.
Aye, yeah, very useful player, lad. I'm sorry he's never got more opportunities than he's actually had there.
Yep.
Boy felt man, it was faithful, but yeah, good shout.
I picked up something that you'd said during the week, Ox, there was I felt Alan McGregor as well. When I was looking at him last week, I felt was he carrying some sort of injury or something, because he didn't look his usual self.
The whole game, mate. The
whole game, aye. From start to finish, he just didn't look. I mean, you'd picked it up. You'd said during the week, you know, and I'd picked up on that as well. I thought he's not his usual self here. Has he been carrying an injury? I wouldn't like to think it has been Cairn injury, because I mean, surely the gaffer would have, put the able replacement at McLaughlin, because I rate him as a good goalkeeper. So if he has got an injury, maybe all Bears think, no, will he play McLaughlin? Either or suits me, but I think that McGregor will want to be playing there on Sunday, especially against the puddle drinkers, mate. So we'll soon wait and see.
Kenny, any chance for you?
Nah. Oh, well, you've been controversial, mate.
All my life, mate. All my life.
I know that. One of my favourites was you, by the way, right? Nah, but McGregor angle. Definitely, The team that one of the rest of the boys said should definitely be in the team, but Albert, definitely a controversial guy. I love it, but nah, not against him. I do against Livingston.
Yeah, I take your point on Greg Stewart, Albert. I mean, I don't think he's had enough cracks at what, really. There's been times when you're thinking, God, he couldn't have been any worse than some of the guys at times,
See the St Johnstone game. I mean, I'm looking at that game and I'm screaming out, bring him on, bring him. He'll get you something. Bring him on. But he's out the look too much. No, I mean, and he really shouldn't be, because he's a better player than a lot of people are giving him credit for. I mean, he's cute. I like him. He's a clever player.
Talking about clever players, we've been joined by Andy Felix.
Good evening. Everybody okay, I take it? Aye.
Good Andy.
Andy.
Oh, no.
Is he in the background? Jesus Christ. Right, let's see the way I look at it, right? We know that the team's well on the strength there, but what an absolute opportunity we've got here if we can go and stiffen these to go into next season to get really under the skin. Now, that for me would really set them back even more if Rangers can go with a good performance and actually give them a good doing as well, I think what Bob just said there with Stuart, I forgot all about him. That's a good shout. I could see it. I would go with him in the team. Definitely.
I don't
he won't, but I think go on.
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think no. I couldn't tell you that. When's the last time he was on the pitch for us? Oh, when we the day against St Mirren, they put him on, didn't they? Did they put him on that day?
He's surplus to requirements. He'll go end of the season. For whatever reason, the gaffer doesn't fancy him after bringing him in. I did rate him. I thought he would be a decent player for us, but he's not been getting a good bang at it. So I think I need to go now. So I can't see him even. Well, might go on the bench because they're a wee bit thin. But nah, that's about the only time I can see him getting on the park for a warm up at the start of the game. No, for me.
The way I was thinking, Jimmy, was that Hadji, Itten, and Wright, three of them are impact players, so you can bring them on later on, but don't start any of them. Bring them on later on. They could make a difference later on, definitely, but no for a start. Definitely no for a start.
Maybe so, mate. Maybe so.
Albert, sorry. The last two starts, Wright said he's been man of the match.
I know for this game, mate. No, I know what you're saying, but no for this game. I still think he doesn't believe he's a Rangers player. That's why he looks to me the way he plays to me. He looks to me, he doesn't believe it yet. He will get there. He'll instill some confidence and some belief and some arrogance into the boy. That it will come, but it's not there yet. But once it comes, we've got a hell of a player in our hands, but it's not there yet. And I'm not saying he's a bad player now. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's definitely ready for starts. I really don't. No in games this size anyway.
There we go.
I disagree with you.
Aye, good, man. I mean, I hope he comes on and proves me wrong. I hope he starts and proves me wrong.
Greg Stewart, he started 7 games in 2 years, 24 sub. It doesn't point as if he's going to get picked in this one, Albert. You've been at it, right, Jimmy?
No, I know it doesn't.
You've been at it again, haven't you?
Aye, but you've got to think of the circumstances we're under. I mean, we're down to the bare bones. That's what we're saying, and he's the bare bones, isn't he?
Oh, you've been on the Rastafarian Woodbines. Come on, mate.
You have, haven't you? Come on.
What's up with that? It makes me think clear. Can you guess that?
Right, I mean, just let everybody know his husband prescribed it from his doctor to make him less You ought to have seen him before he was on it.
Oh, tell you, strong to the moon, strong to the moon.
You know,
Me almost sort of chilled out when I'm talking crap.
Albert, I think you're totally right. Normally I agree with you, but I think you're a wee bit wrong, right. I think that boy's got loads of confidence. He's come in here with a point to prove. He's came for a provincial club in Aberdeen, and every time he's come on, he's really, really impressed. And he should have scored on it. If he'd turned that boy's left foot, the ball was in the net. The boy, no, I would definitely give. But if they go to losing, so it's bragging that he's a game on Sunday, you know what I mean? We don't want to lose it, obviously, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, 2 weeks on Sunday, we've got the big trophy, you know what I mean? Why not play that boy, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I would start him on Sunday. I would definitely start him. I'm dying to see it. An outside right and an outside left. If we go back to old-fashioned days, right? And the striker in the middle.
Man, just to let you know, JFK, Mrs. Allbird, you just have to give instructions and she batters on with all the DIY. There you go.
I don't know.
Hey,
I can't believe that.
Oh, believe it, mate. Believe it. I used to get new working boots and you used to break them in for me.
She set her sat nav for Jordan East Bright.
She would rattle that flat into shape no time at all. Weird.
Oh, brilliant. Good old George.
But you got to remember, we're doing to
what's the subs going to be? Defoe, Itten, Roof, or Hadji, McLaughlin. Who else? Two men. King.
I think you've got Gerrard, Mark Walters there.
Nice one.
Don't be surprised, eh? Don't be surprised when you see Broxy Bear sitting up in that stand.
Do you think the gaffer should put himself on the bench?
I'll tell you what.
I don't see that, do you?
I'll tell you one thing, boys. I bet they're glad that we don't have a fully fit, full-strength team to put out that park on Sunday. I bet they're glad about that. I bet they're glad we're doing the bare bones.
I think you're right, Bob. Andy?
Yeah, listen, with what we've got left here, it's we're kind of going to see whether going forward some of these are going to be coming where's like, you know. I don't know. I think after last Sunday and that, I think they're quite annoyed there, and I think they'll want to go out there and put that into the sword. We need to do that. I want to see Rangers tear them off the pack there on Sunday. I really do. It doesn't matter who they put out there. I just want to see them get stuck right into them from minute one to the final minute and let them know that, you know, we're coming and we're coming big. And that's all I want to see out of the Rangers on Sunday. We go down fighting. At least if we get stuck in there and we don't come out on it and we've set a marker down with the team that we're going to put out there, you know, we can take a look at it and say, well, okay, you know, that's going to be. But I think at worst it'll be a draw. I'm not. You know what you usually have a feeling, don't you? I don't see that at all. I think Morales is going to. I've got 4-2. I think Rangers will win 4-2.
All right, we've been joined by Spanish Billy. William from Ballymena. How we doing, Willie?
Good evening, gentlemen. I think I'm going to get a Deadpool and change my name to Billy McKenna. It's stuck now.
How you, mate? You've got over your shyness, mate. You're enjoying it on here now, eh?
I didn't know about the show until recently, and I've been listening nearly every night, and I've really been enjoying it. And don't want to scunner people coming on and talking a load of rubbish, but I'm enjoying it, and sure, might as well.
Don't worry about that. Me and Bridgeman do it every night.
Oh, I enjoyed it so much last night, both listening and coming on, that I laughed till my stomach was killing me last night at some of the patter and the banter last night. I thought it was brilliant.
Last night? I can't remember last night.
But it was good. It was good.
Aye, good on you. What's on your mind, William?
Just listening to the topic there, just about the starting 11 and things like that there, and don't really think we have a lot of options. For me, it would be Barisic, Simpson, Goldson, Tav, McGregor obviously in goals, Davis, Kamara, Aribo, and I would love to see Kent and Wright both start and then Morelos up front. I don't think Gerrard will start Kent and Wright together, but I would love to see it. I've said it before, and I can understand what people have been saying, you know, about sort of easing Wright in a bit and he's maybe not ready. But look, if we've brought him in, we got him in early, he's going to be there next season from the start. We're out of the cups, no European football, the league's done and dusted, and this is the last Old Firm. Just go at them where they're due a pure hammering from us. Just go for it. Put Kemp and Wright both on from the start and just have a proper go at them. And that's what I would hope to see. But like I'm just from Spain. I don't really know much. So whatever Steven Gerrard decides, so I can't really do much about it.
JFK, a lot of people pushing for Wright to start.
He's in my team to start, definitely. I mean, I'm not wanting to be disingenuous to Hadji, but he wouldn't get a game at the moment in my school team. I just don't rate Hadji at this moment in time. The jury's still out with me. I'd give Wright a game all the time before I'd give Hadji a game. I'd like to see Aribo behind him, a bit of pace there. I mean, Tav, Aribo and Wright on the right-hand side gives us some great pace. And obviously Barisic, Kamara and Kent and Davis in the middle there be Alfie. So if he doesn't start right, then I'd be disappointed. But obviously the gaffer knows best. But some of the players that guys are talking about, I can't see them even getting a sniff at it. They might play a part later on in the game. I want him to see Alfie finish the 90 minutes against them. I was really disappointed. I'm not wanting to dwell on what happened last week, but I think that was the one mistake the gaffer made, was taking off Alfie and bringing on Roof. I didn't see any reason for doing that. So I hope he doesn't do that on Sunday. Because Alfie, for me, had a couple of decent chances, one hit the post. So, but right for me all day, mate. I want to see this boy flourish for Rangers, and I think he's got a good chance to be a Rangers great in years to come. He's only a young lad, so let's hope he starts at the Borough.
AK.
I totally agree with you, Jimmy. I'm just trying to think of reasons why no Gerrard would start right, because listen, see, at the end of the day, I know we're not saying it's a nothing game, but it is a nothing game because the league's already won. So, you know, go out there and give him the start and let's see what he can do against Celtic, because I think we've got a psychological advantage. We're playing them already and we're undefeated against them. See if they still can't beat us and we're a depleted team they know. I think that gives us another psychological advantage going into next year's campaign. So what? Take the leashes off it, right? Let him go. If it doesn't work out for him, make the changes. Bring Hadji on, bring Roof on. You know, the guys who's already been there and kind of let us down. This guy's fresh. He brings a spark to the team. He brings an energy to the team. Just let's go at them. You know, if we score that early goal, you know, who knows what the score could be. The only doubt that I've got about Sunday is this referee. He's no much experience, and I think Brown will be in his ear all the time to influence him for certain decisions. So don't leave him. No, don't leave ourselves wide open. Try and get in the ref's ear first if we can, but just let's go out there and prove why we're the best team in Scotland.
We don't do that, mate. We're not that type of team, are we?
Well, we maybe should.
No,
we should. They do.
You know, I know they do, but we don't. Under Gerrard, we don't, do we? You know, we don't get.
I know, but no, but You've seen plenty of games over the years. All the good teams all have their midfield generals. It doesn't need to be a shouting in the face, just a wee quiet word. And I'm sure Stevie Davis would do that job for us.
Aye, I know what you're saying. I get where you're coming from, and I understand your point, but we've never really seen that under Gerrard, have we?
No, I accept that.
You know, but
maybe we should. Maybe that's another character.
Maybe we should play Billy Miller in the prime list.
Oh, when they go that
far. You like to referee the game, Bridget?
Oh, every time. Every game, no matter when, every game.
Well, the media have got it all set up, you know what I mean, for the Lego Muncher to go in a high. So let's make sure that he doesn't. That's what they're wanting. You listen to them; they're thinking, you know, he's going to a new team and that, and here's going to be the boss and show everybody what he's made of, and reading that, he deserves to be a winner against the Rangers. So let's hope that at the end of the game he's walking off of that big stupid looking face of his, dragging along the gravel and the grass, because that's all he deserves.
He deserves nothing, Johnny.
He deserves nothing.
He deserves nothing because he's been handed everything on a plate.
Yep, definitely.
He's still looking for Ryan Kent after the last game.
Aye.
That's a good point you make, Bridgeman, and I'll go to Bob Jib with that. Kent's form is usually pretty consistent against them. Bob Jib?
Well, he's been very consistent against them. Mind that goal at Parkhead against them, absolutely brilliant. And the performance in the Cup game a couple of weeks ago was exemplary. Oh, he's definitely consistent against them. Maybe he doesn't like them, just like us, you don't know. But, I would, yes, definitely. Ryan Kent against the Celtic. 100% every time. And I hope come Sunday he can do it again. See, the point of view them, you're talking about Brown, right? See, they're on the paper today, and JFK, right, with them bumming about quadruple trebles and everything. I could have managed them at that time. Never mind Brenda Rodgers. I could have managed them. Ronnie Dyler won the league. We all ken the history, boys, other than need to tell you. They were up against nothing. And then they buy into this 1 out of 9 for Rangers. This is the beginning for Rangers. And if we'll move on to more honours, I can assure you, that last Sunday, fair enough, it happens. Rangers will, in the coming seasons, move on to more honours. That's a stick on certainty. So make sure he doesn't go out on a high on Sunday along with his pal Edward or Griffiths or anything. Make sure they go out on an ultimate low like they've had all season. That's my take on it, boys.
Yeah. Kenny?
Here. Kenny, Bob just bang on, kind of summed it up there, you know. Let's get him in high, you know. I mean, last Friday night I was on here before it's the draw thing, obviously thinking 5-1. He's obviously thinking we're going to do him, you know, but I have decided it happened. I'm going to go with an optimistic 2-1 at the Rangers on Sunday. That's my prediction on the game, you know. The Rangers play well, you know, but I'd love to see, just doesn't matter if even if they're losing him, try it right, you know, Kent on that left. What if they go to lose in this one? They've got to brag it for 34, 40 years. They've won nothing. 2 weeks on Sunday, you're going to be fireworks get up, Cliff right in the centre, but I'm going to be inside the Ibs, George Weir, part 2 again. You know, they've won nothing. They've got the crown.
Yeah. You went for 2-1, so nobody else can go for that. I'll go for 1-0 for Rangers, so nobody else can go for that. Andy?
4-2 Rangers.
4-2.
This man just fell off his stool there again.
No. Mine just book 10, pal. Book 10 every week.
If you're no fast, you're last, Alex.
Aye, definitely.
2.
I think the guys are quite brave if they're going for any more than 2 goals. For us, that is, you know. And I admire them greatly, and I hope it does happen like that. I really do. But I think it's a really tough ask. But we need to. There's a team we need to come out and show. And we need to be really, really strict in defence. No mistakes. Can't afford any mistakes.
A big game for the boy Simpson, William.
I don't know an awful lot about him, but I heard a lot of the panel saying he's not great at heading the ball, which is a bit of a concern. So I don't know, but Goldson seems quite good at talking to his defenders, and hopefully, he'll talk them through the game. But I think that's where we're really going to miss Big Phil, because I love how he reads the game, and there's no nonsense there with him. He marks his man, none of that sort of zonal stuff, and he just keeps it simple and clears it. And I wish Simpson all the best. And I'm a wee bit concerned. I don't know if Forrest is fit and he's going to be starting for them lot, but I think they're really going to be trying to exploit Barisic given his recent form, and obviously Cav not been fully fit, so I think we could be in for a torrid time. But keep the faith, and if I get my wish and we get right and Kent both starting and just go straight for your jugular, don't treat this as a formality, don't treat this as a fixture that has to be played. Go out there and just demoralise them even more. And they're probably quite confident given the fact that we went out of the cup on Sunday and that there, so just go and humiliate them and see that banner they had up, we deserve nothing, we'd win nothing, make them rue that. Just really, I just hate them. That's all I have to say.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
I was
going to say that it's a game where you have to concentration, discipline can be a key. Andy and JFK.
Yeah, definitely. I've always equated Old Firm games to when you're on top, you get that 20-15 minute spell, and you have to really do something in that. Obviously, the end goal being scoring the goal. So when we get with time on the ball, use it wisely and take the chances that come our way. If we do that, doesn't matter, as I said, doesn't matter who we put out there, we'll play. There won't be a problem then if the Rangers are on form to get the 4. You get 2 from Morales, 1 from Kent and 1 from Wright. Happy days. So there'll be no problem there. Right? If we get their guys serviced, I think Rangers are going to score some goals against these. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't think we played great against them in the other ones. I just think, after Sunday there, I think they're just going to go for it. Put them in their place.
JFK.
Yeah, I think discipline's the key into it, but I think we're so Alfie in the last few games that he's kept his, he's cool, and he showed that by putting the ball in the net the last game. So, look, Lego Muncher's going to go out and try and prove he's something that he's no, and obviously Alfie will be his target. So let's hope that Ryan Kent has his back pocket well and truly open so that he can just put him back in it. I don't have any problem with discipline as long as Alfie keeps ahead, which I think he will do. I think the light bulb moments came to him. The gaffer said to him, if you want to be who you want to be, or you want to be what you think you can be, then you need to keep the head. And I think he's done that. He's been a better player, not just for the goals that he's no scored, but what he's done on the park. So for me, I'm just hoping that he does keep his discipline, and I'm very confident he will. And we just want to do them and do them well. As I said at the start there, they beat us 5-0 3 years ago to the day. Would it not be great if we could give them that back? But I'm still saying 3-0, which is an easy victory for us.
We've came a long, long, long way in the Albert.
We've came a distance, mate. There's no doubt about that. But on Sunday, I think we need to outscore them. I really do think I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and we need to outscore them. So I'm with Andy on that one. I think it'll be 3-2 to the Rangers, but we'll definitely need... All the forwards need to have their scoring boots on. They really do. Their shooting boots, scoring boots on. They really do, because I think we'll have to outscore them. And it's to give the boy Simpson a hand. Don't leave it on that boy. Shooters are going to be right to do that. So everybody needs to pull. Everybody plays a part. We can't only own his game, and usually is against them. But Alfie needs to be on his game. He really does. He needs to start ragdolling him. And whoever plays on the right, I think it will be Stewart myself. Figueiredo was on his game of last game, so he needs to produce that again.
Oxtear, just sorry to jump in. Just that you said there about how much we've changed in the last 3 years. Here's the team for that day, mate.
Well, let's have a go to it.
Right, who on you go?
Foderingham in goal.
No.
Oh. 3 years ago, Fodge wasn't in goal.
No.
Must have been injured then, eh?
Yep.
The boys with St Mirren, Jack Almick.
Yep.
Almick.
Right. Tav.
Yep.
Kiernan.
No.
No, it wasn't Kiernan. It was the boy McCrory playing.
Yep.
The boy that played with Norwich, Scottish international. What's his name? Russell Martin.
Yep.
Oh, he was the worst ever.
Aye.
And then was Halliday playing at left back?
Halliday was left back.
Windass was playing.
Yep.
Right, okay, who else was playing? Alfie playing?
No.
No. Graham Dorrance?
Yep.
Oh.
Harry Forrester?
No, a man from my neck of the woods.
Oh, Jamie Murphy?
Yep.
Jamie Murphy. Candace?
Aye. And who was our main striker?
Gardner?
No. No. If I said I'm going to smile with my hands.
Oh, we Cummings.
Cummings, aye.
Almick, Tavernier, McCrory, Martin, Halliday, Holt, Dorrans, Candace, Windass, Murphy, and Cummins. One player left for there. And it's James Tavernier. Yeah, what a change. What a change in 3 years.
Aye.
Brilliant.
Aye, you're right, mate. He's right. Kenny?
Unbelievable, tough, I mean, that guy, he could free everything in Rangers, and unlucky pick up this injury at that point of the season, when he gets that trophy he's had in 2 weeks' time. If ever a player in Scottish football, British football deserves it, it's Tavernier, you know what I mean? He can say the bad times, the good times, and loads of bad times, I mean, some of the games, the one at Park, he's 5-0, you know what I mean? I can't even watch it. It got to the stage actually at that point now, and just me and my daughter or that, had to turn it off. It was humiliating for us, But unfortunately, I don't think Sunday we're at the stage. I think we're running in fumes. I predicted a scoreline last Friday. You check it back on Rangers Radio before the St Johnstone game. I said it could maybe beat them 5-1. I'm not as optimistic as I was a week ago. Hopefully, an optimistic one, a 2-1. To me, this team is running out of gas, you know what I mean? And that's the way I see it. Hopefully I'm wrong, I really do. I'd love to really do them. I'd sell for anyone. I'm not against that mob, But I'll go for 2-1. Hoping it's 10-1.
Aye, of course, mate. William, a long way we've came in 3 years.
I think all the scores have kind of been taken up now. I take it I can't say Celtic 0-1, no.
Listen, William, just to let you know, I did a joke on here, alright? It might not be very good.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said, just to let you know, I did a joke on here.
Alright, okay. I'll just return.
Nice William.
I'll return to Gally McKenna. I don't know what scores are left. I was going to say 3-2. I'll go.
Go for that. Go for 3-2. Go for it if that's what you think.
I think they'll score first. And then we'll sort of come into it. We'll have no choice but to go at it. But hopefully I'm wrong. I don't know. I just have look, I always get the butterflies before an Old Firm, but I think at the minute I'm just a wee bit concerned. But that's probably just the nerves, and probably because I'm still hurting from Sunday, so there's a lot more negativity in this wee Northern Irish brain of mine than normal. But I definitely think they're going to go flat out down the flanks and use their width. So I wouldn't be surprised if they score first, but no, I'll go for 3-2.
All right. Bob Gerrard, we have came a long way in 3 years under Stevie G.
Well, you're not going to get Patrick Roberts dancing about in front of Miles Bierman anymore. That's a certainty.
No.
Hawks, everybody, they can. They've now got the most almighty challenge on their hands. They thought they were going to turn up this year, and it said in the press this morning, JFK, you notice, they thought they were going to canter either 10 to Terry Monroe, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen big time. They've been slapped down. Let's hope we can go here on Sunday with a depleted team and slap them down again.
You've got to congratulate them. The fact is they think they're going to go for a British manager to fix it, yeah?
They think they're going to go for a British manager to fix it.
Aye.
As ever they've said, they think that they can go for who they like. I don't care. We've got Stevie G, who's done a wonderful job. We'll just describe a wonderful transformation of what we were 3 years ago. I'm the other one that had to go at half-time with the dogs. I couldn't watch it anymore. And it was a repetitive process, and you couldn't see any end to it all. You couldn't see any end to it.
Exactly, Bob.
And I thought,
did we win the league quicker this year than they did with a Zoom call last year?
Aye?
Did they win the league quicker?
Aye, we
won
it.
We won it quicker than they won it last year with a Zoom call.
I love that. Zoom call league.
That's something they know. They know they've got something on their hands now that's only going to get back to what it was previously. What it's been in previous years, a long time ago. Well, yeah, it was a long time ago. The Rangers are back. Can you see us now? You're right, you can see us. And you're going to see us forevermore. We're on the up and up, lads. Believe me, that's how confident I am. And we're going to have to look at post-Steven Gerrard. He's not going to be here forever. And when they make an appointment after him, make sure it's the right appointment, that we get the right people in, and keep it, as Brad says every night, keep it going for the Rangers. And I'm going 2-1 Rangers on Sunday. There you go.
All right, mate, all right. And that's a good point you make, Albert, you know. A good point you make. But
I didn't realise that. It just came to me the other day, I'm saying. That's right, because I heard Stevie J say in his interview it was about the 8th, 9th of March we won it.
Aye. I was there. The Zoom call. Aye. Did Dundee get promoted? No.
Did they? No.
No.
I don't think they did they?
Oh, well.
Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame.
You got to laugh, haven't you?
I suppose they're still in the playoffs, aren't they? They're still in the playoffs.
Maybe.
Dundee, that's it finished, isn't it? Is it finished tonight, didn't it? Finished tonight, that league, didn't it? Dundee, Wraith Rovers and Dunfermline. So I take it you'll be going for Wraith Rovers, Bridgeman. You there, Bridge?
I am indeed, pal, yes. You speak to, I never heard a bloody thing.
Anyway,
you're fading out on me.
All right, maybe my internet connection, mate. GFK, last few words of the night.
It's good to be on it. I've been on for a wee while. It's good to come on and chat about my favourite subject, which is the Rangers. Good to speak to some of my good friends here, especially Gary and Big Al for Australia. Hearing their dulcet tones. It's been good. Just remember that Sunday's the big game. Doesn't matter if it doesn't mean anything to others. It means everything to us. And don't let them air their kids on. It means nothing to them. They want to beat us just as much. So let's keep it going for the Rangers and let's go out there and do them 3-0.
Yeah. We've got the battle to run. Bridgeman, over to you.
Well, what can I say? Marvellous night once again. Another super night this week. Super night. Well done, Oxford. And well done to everybody else in my cohort, JFK. Well done, pal. Thank you.
Cheers,
can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, massive game for us on Sunday. Absolutely massive. Biggest game of our season. Once again, biggest game of our season. Everybody keep it going for the Rangers. The Rangers really need us, you know. They really do. And we should be there. Keep it going.
Yeah. I thank you all, all the callers for taking part. But just remind you, you can get the Rangers Radio badges. They're going very, very fast. You can get them at the Short Top Rangers Radio online, and that will let you sort it out. They're moving very, very quickly, and all the money raised will go to subsidise the Robert Mulholland Memorial Parade to remember that guy, 16 years of age, who lost his life in the Ibrox disaster. Thanks to everybody who's took part in it already. Thanks to everybody for joining us here on the show. The boys for Australia, and of course JFK and Bridgeman. Thanks to Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. I'm just going to check, make sure I get the kick-off time right for Sunday. I'm not sure if it was 12 or half 12. Get it right. Anybody else?
I think it was 12.
12 o'clock.
12. Well, we'll be back at 11 o'clock with a pre-match show building up to the biggest game of the season. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Every Saturday we follow, we cheer the boys in blue, the most successful team in football. We're Scotland's gallant few, though at times they have been hard, we've followed near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. Successful team in football.